Hello class, this is your continuation of lesson 9.1 Algebra 2 notes. We need to add one more really good example, so I would strongly suggest you write this down. It's really going to help you on the next quiz that you're going to take, so make sure you please write this problem down. Go to your student journal please, and on page 245 where there's an empty space for notes, would you go ahead and pause the video and copy this picture down. Even write the instruction. It says to solve triangle ABC. Go ahead and copy everything as it is and then continue when you're ready to solve this problem with me. All right, let's continue. How do we solve a triangle? Whenever they ask you to solve a triangle, they're asking you to find all missing sides and angles. That's important. So they give you one side here. They give you an angle. They do tell you it's a right triangle, but now you have to find everything else that's missing, okay? But before we solve, let me clarify what the notation is. They will always use lowercase letters to represent the sides. So little a, little b is a length, and little c is a length as well. Angles are used with capital letters, so that's important that you understand that as well. So angle A here is across from little a, the side little a. So little b here is directly across from this angle B, and little c, which is length C here, is across from this angle C, which is a 90-degree corner. So do pay attention to that relationship. So if I call this triangle XYZ, if this is angle X, across from it would be side length X. So that relationship is important. All right, let's solve. Since we are on right triangles and using trigonometry to solve, you do have a choice here. I can't use Pythagorean theorem yet because I only have one side. Once I get at least two sides, I can definitely use Pythagorean theorem. So we're going to either use sine, cosine, or tangent. You have an option here. You can solve for side length C first or side length A here first. It really doesn't matter. For today, I am going to solve for side length A first. Okay? So since I made that decision, I am going to now label either hypotenuse, adjacent, or opposite. Since I'm looking for side length A, in response to this angle that is across from, so opposite to the angle. So this side I would label opposite, and the side length that is given here is adjacent. So I'm going to go ahead and label the adjacent and the opposite. Yeah, I'm not solving for C yet, so don't label hypotenuse. The reason why I don't label all three is because when you see the word so, which is opposite over hypotenuse, ka, adjacent over hypotenuse, and toa, which is tangent, opposite over adjacent. Because I decided to find side length A, and I know this, I'm going to use toa, so I'm going to use tangent to solve this problem. Now, if I decided to solve for C first and not A, then this would be hypotenuse, adjacent that I know, hypotenuse that I don't know. I can use cosine if I want to solve for C first, okay? All right, so I'm going to decide to use tangent. I'm going to substitute everything that I can. I am concentrating on this angle that is given. Notice that's always the acute angle. You never stand at the 90-degree corner, okay? So I'm standing at the 28 degree. So we're going to substitute the angle in for theta. That's an angle mark theta. Substitute 28 degrees. The opposite side is little a that I'm looking for, and the adjacent side is the 15 that was given. Okay, again, remember this is a number in the calculator. Again, make sure your calculator is in degree mode before you finish this problem. This is a divided by 15, so we're going to undo that divide by showing times 15 on both sides. And these 15s will cancel, so I need some calculator help. I want you to try with me and verify. 15 times tangent of 28, and I got 7.98. So verify that with the calculator. Make sure your calculator is in degree mode, and that should be the correct answer. Okay, now I just said find all missing sides and angles. Since we now know side length A is 7.98, and we have at least two sides, you can now find side length C using the Pythagorean theorem. So anytime you have two sides, you can find the third side since it's a right triangle. So the right triangle part is important. All right, let's substitute in. I have the leg, and I don't know that hypotenuse, so that is my C hypotenuse. Work your calculator magic, and don't forget to undo that squared right there. So I'm going to hit square root, and that's what I got. Remember, pause whenever you need to get caught up. All right, last thing, I am missing an angle. Now, do you remember how to find the angles? It is a triangle. So from geometry, there's one special number that all three angles have to add up to. I hope you remember. It's a magic number, 180. And most of you knew it. So you subtract 90 on both sides, 28 and B should add up to 90. So the quicker way is just do 90 minus that 28. And it's 62 degrees. All right, so now we found everything that was missing. So anytime it says solve the triangle ABC, that's what you need to do. You need to find everything that's missing. You will have a problem like this in the homework. Try your best. Don't give up on these. And please put a little note on your student journal where this problem is. It's definitely going to help you on the next quiz, okay? All right, thank you, and go ahead and complete your homework.